Uncut Gems, starring Adam Sandler. In one word or less, what was the experience like?
It was impressive. It was fun. It was different. You know, it's the first real movie I'd ever been in. I'd done some voiceover stuff for different shows where I was me. Sopranos a couple of times, used stuff that we did. There was a TV show called The Clubhouse that we did the theme for underneath. We even did a Broadway play where we were the voices in a guy's head was our radio characters, but that was always me playing me.
Right.
So it was very easy. This was the first time they asked me. You see, I met with the Safdie brothers, who were very talented young guys, and they were big fans, and I've heard the same thing. You know, we grew up listening to you in our dad's car, blah, 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 like everyone always tells me. So they said, we have an idea for this movie we're doing, and we have a role for you. And we just want you to be, well, in your tone, but you'll play a character. I said, okay. So I got there that day. I knew Adam Sandler because every year he and Rob Schneider, Kevin James, they come through Radio Row at the Super Bowl. So I've known him. He's done that year after year. He's come on the show at least once a year, sometimes more, to promote different things. So I knew him to say hello to. But that day I showed up, and then the scenes were both in an Italian restaurant. That's where it was. So they had taken over. It's the same restaurant where we had lunch when I met with the Safdie brothers. So I showed up that morning, and you know, if you know anything about movies, you stand around a lot. You know, there's a lot of waiting time, and there's setting scenes, and then there's meal breaks, and there's everything. So it took us 13 hours to do the two scenes. We did one early in the day, and then we had a meal break where Adam and I went and watched the baseball playoff game in his trailer for 3 hours. And then we came back and we did the scene, if you've seen the movie, the scene in the kitchen where I'm yelling at the waiter and he comes back in to change his wager. That scene we did, and it was like 1,000 degrees in the kitchen. So luckily that one they did very quickly. The first one, they must have shot 25 different takes. The second one, they shot about 4 or 5 takes. And you don't know if you're gonna be in the movie or not. I did that a year before the movie came out. So
oh my gosh.
I was there one day. I never saw any other actors except Adam. There was no one else there the day I was there. I was only there for one day. They treated you great. They gave me my own trailer. They couldn't have been nicer. You know, they let me wear my own suits. So they said, well, I brought some clothes. They picked out what they wanted, but they were my clothes. And so I was at least comfortable. I was in my own clothes. So they told me what they wanted. They didn't give me a script. And I just did the scene, and that was it. And you don't know if you're going to be in it or not, or you wind up on a cutting room floor. Who knows, you know?
Yeah, you never
and then
know.
they told me I was in the movie, and then I didn't really hear a lot from them. They'd send me a couple of different sports things because they're big NBA junkies, the Safdie brothers. So then the trailer came out, and it got so much attention because I'm in the trailer. You know, I have a bit part in this movie. You don't think you're going to be in a trailer, but they put me in the trailer.
Yeah, that's huge.
And they put me in a trailer cursing, okay, so which got a lot of attention. So the trailer got like 7 million hits. So the trailer, I'm getting stuff from people all over the country about the trailer. And then when I went to Lincoln Center to do the movie, they were so generous. They, you know, put me on the stage. Now it's a New York crowd, so the crowd reacted to me. And I think a couple of the actors who were from California, like, who is he?
Yeah,
why are they going crazy here? You know, they didn't even know. They didn't know. So, but it's a New York audience, so that's when I saw the movie with them. So the movie's really good. It's a very different role for Sandler. He's great in it. His girlfriend is sensational in it, and Kevin Garnett, who I never liked as a player, as far as a person. He was never a friendly guy. He is terrific in the movie. Now, I never saw Kevin anyway. He wasn't there when I was there, and I never really cared for him, to be honest with you. But he's really good in the movie.
I have heard good things about him. Well, we're going to dive into more on that. By the way, that was not one word or less, Mike, okay? I'm going to call you out on that.